First of all, I would say, with all due respect, Mrs. Oyediran is somebody that I really respect so much. But when I got here today, I've been out of the country. I just came into Nigeria about 2 days ago. I was totally disappointed in what I saw today, because I know that if there's going to be something is in court, and if she's a woman, and I believe that there's always a other side to the story. I don't know if, I'm sure she didn't approach any of Yewande's family, and I'm sure that she didn't approach Yewande herself. Yewande is in Agodi prison, and I know that if she walked in there, she can be able to talk to Yewande. Yewande and Lawa were very close to me. Yewande is my best friend, and she's my elder sister. And of course, with the whole situation on ground, I don't have to talk much, because even the media has taken it on Lawa's service of songs that I was around, and I granted an interview. And I'm like, I wasn't around. I was in Houston, Texas that day. I have everything to prove it. And even on this sad day, a lot of social media took it that my sister Plea after she killed her husband. That day, my sister and Lawa were rushed to the hospital. I even have like pictures to show for it, because I got people to call, to send messages and all that to me. And of course, my sister was mercilessly beaten by Lawa that day, which is not the first time. This is it. This is my sister's body. This is it. This is her chest. This is her face. You can see here, like a plank was hit on her face. This is my sister's face. You can see that's the same lady.
So are you saying your sister acted in defense?
I'm coming. This is her hand, because the old media said, okay, her hand was not dislocated. This is her hand. This is her body. This is her hand. Of course, this is her hand. This is still at the hospital. So what I will say is that on that day, only Yewande and Lawa witnessed the death of Lawa. Unfortunately, one of them is dead and one is alive. But to me, I feel we should all hold on to it. Yewande is a woman, and it can happen to anybody. Everybody has, in one way or the other, is facing domestic violence in the house. So it be to shese, lo shese. I know that I still read a story about a few weeks ago that a lady was killed by her husband. While I was in Skybank, I know that another lady was killed by her husband. This has been happening, and it's so unfair when a lot of people are just going around and trying to let the public feel another part of the story. And I feel to myself, on domestic violence.
Do you really have confidence in this particular court coming to at least having a fair?
What I know is that my sister is a lawyer, and she works in the Ministry of Justice, and she deals with criminal matters. And I don't think it's only an insane person that would say, with the level of maturity and educational background, and even the family, I don't think she would. Not Lawa is the man. It's just like Konipe Mohandu Yinsenye. You will struggle, at least. Do you understand? So with everything in courts, the lawyers, I leave the judge to do their work.
Because the court is the final hope of anyone. So with the position of the court, we need a painstaking process. And I'm sure that is what the court is for. Oyediran is gone, and is not in a position to say anything. Yewande is also standing before justice. And I'm saying that justice means the innocent should not be unduly persecuted. But anyone that is guilty, no matter how highly or lowly placed that person is, that person must get justice. Justice has no gender. Crime has no gender. As we are, women arise. We defend the truth and stand for justice. Anything that is said, anything that is unsubstantiated cannot stand. What can only stand is whatever is given before the law courts, and anyone that is guilty, no matter how highly placed that person is, that person can never go scot-free. But if the person is innocent, fine. The innocent must not be punished for a crime not committed. Reiterate the fact that the offender has to be prosecuted. And crime has no gender. Justice has no gender. What we stand for, we stand firm for the truth, so as to serve as a deterrent. There must be a painstaking investigation. The judicial process must take its course. This is no time for sentiment. This is no time for any defense, but it's for us to stand firm for the truth.